told them that I'm banned.
Does it bother you that no one comes to your aid? Or were you expecting anybody to be like, have your back?
Well, that's a different question, because actually the banning taught me a bunch about who's actually true to themselves and who's true about free speech and who's a clout chasing piece of shit.
Did anybody stand out and come to your aid or like be like,
yeah, I was surprised by people on both sides. Like I had people whose names I won't say who called me on the day and was like, this is some bullshit, Tate. This is garbage, da-da-da. Patrick Bet-David was a G, solid. He goes, where are you? I said, I'm in Spain. I'm working. He's like, I'm there tomorrow. Boom. Like he was a G. Like we had a whole bunch of people like that. And then also you had the cucks and the cowards. Yeah. Like Logan and his boyfriend who were cool with me until I got canceled. And then instantly, because they're afraid of being canceled, completely did a 180.
Yeah, how were they cool with you? When you say they're cool with you, what?
We were going back and forth. We had a little bit going back and forth. We followed each other on Instagram. I promised to buy Logan a Bugatti on my show. He was saying
we got out of that.
Yeah, we got out of that. Yeah, we were going back and forth, and it was all kind of cool. There was no animosity between us. But the second
they were like, were they inviting you places? Like, what was the deal?
Yeah, so
that's how you know that they were cool with you because they're telling you what?
Because they were doing episodes on me. What's their thing where they talk about the internet? They have a show where they talk about the internet. No, there's another one, like a vlog one.
The Night Shift?
I don't know. They had some show. I don't watch these things, right? I just get sent them. So they were talking about us, and it was in a semi-positive way, and we were replying. We were going back and forth. So I knew there was no animosity. There was no insults. It was pretty cool back and forth. But the second I got canceled, they came out, he's dangerous, his rhetoric is dangerous, and just completely cucked out for the establishment. And I know, and the reason I think that is because as an intelligent individual, as a professional, when I sit there and understand that someone above these media organizations have given them a directive that they have to enforce upon the populace, what they're also going to do is sit there and go, okay, who does Andrew speak to? Who's his audience? 16 to 25-year-old males. Who's our talking point to that audience? Logan Paul. He's in our pocket. He's an agent of the Matrix. So
I don't think you have the same audience as Logan Paul.
Wait.
No, but they think that. My audience is different, but they'll sit there and go, we have to make everyone think Andrew Tate is bad. The young men like Andrew Tate. Who do the young men listen to? Logan Paul. So make Logan Paul say bad shit.
Brad, we said that.
Yeah, but
we said that we thought that Logan had to do that.
Of course he did.
Hold on, but you think someone actually told Logan, "Hey,
fuck yes,
this is what you need to do."
Fuck yes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Straightforward.
I don't think it was YouTube. I think it could have been his management.
His manager, YouTube, fucking who knows who. But
maybe even honestly, maybe even himself. Maybe he's like, "Yo, I endorse Tate. I gotta backtrack."
Do you take that shit personal, or you're just like?
I don't take it personally because I don't know the guy personally. I don't take it personally, but I do have a dislike, just as on a personal level in general, for cowardice. Hypocrisy, switching up on people. That's just not how I roll with my team. If I was cool with you guys and you all got canceled, there wouldn't be a fucking split second where I'd go, well, they've just been canceled and I might get canceled. Just you're a bitch. Just who cares? You're my boy. Like, and even if you're not my boys, if I like somebody, I like somebody. If I don't, I don't. The way he 180'd, and it was a true 180 because you don't go from semi-cool with someone to sitting there saying his rhetoric is hateful. Yeah. He's like sitting there.
We're wondering
like, bro, who gave you this directive? And
why did they even have to say anything? That's what me and Brad are saying. Is why didn't they just
stay affiliated? Right?
Why didn't they just stay quiet?
Because but I think the Matrix, guys, I'm telling you why. Let's all be professionals here. Let's be smart. The Matrix has decided to character assassinate me. They have gotten all of their media establishments, all of their bullets. They fired every fucking bullet at me. Do you think they're not going to sit there and go, what other bullets do we have in the chamber? Who's his primary audience? These guys. Which cuck do we have who obeys every word we say, who also is somehow listened to by some of his guys? Logan. Go to a podcast. Andrew's bad. Whether it was YouTube, whether it was his manager, whether it was his boyfriend, fuck knows who. Someone sat there and said, do this. And they sat there for 2 hours saying, Andrew's so evil. Like a bunch of pussies because they were told to.
Yeah. We talked about it on our shit. I was very surprised.
You don't think he just wanted to just do it for fucking views?
Nah. No, definitely not for views.
No way.
There's not for views.
No.
He didn't want to mention my name at all. He doesn't like saying my name because everyone just writes underneath it, talk to you, you're a bitch.
To be fair, the worst part was just the fact that he had his own thing that he went through and then say like this person doesn't deserve a second chance. That's the worst part.
Yeah, but so he did it. And there's also a massive fear of him being canceled also. Like he got canceled and cried his eyes out on TV. To him, that was the most traumatic experience of his life. Yep. And when someone comes there and says, Tate's just been canceled, they might cancel you. You better fucking do this, Mr. Logan. Sure. He sits there and sells a soul. And what's interesting is this.
PTSD?
Yeah, PTSD. I'm not expecting him to, I can't believe they canceled me. Like that was a hard time for him. He ain't had a hard life like me.
Was fucked.
He ain't had a hard life like me. But the truth is this. I'm not expecting him to agree with everything I said. Jake said, look, I don't fuck with everything Tate says, but free speech is free speech.
Yep.
If you're a full grown man and you don't advocate for free speech, there's something wrong with you, because then you don't understand history very well, and you understand that the first step of tyranny is to shut up free speech. You have to get one side of the story only and destroy all opposing viewpoints, and tyranny is next. So I don't give a fuck if he agrees with what I say or not. I don't care if he even likes me. For him to sit there and say, I think free speech is bad, just makes him look like a dumbass. And if you look at the comments on his video, look at the comments on his video. He got everyone ripped him to pieces.
A lot of backlash.
Yeah, because everyone knows he's full of shit.
Yeah.
So so that's what I'm saying. It taught me a lot. It also, there's some other people, I won't say their names because I don't want to make more beef, but there were some other people I was talking to who were cool, super famous, and I was going to do their show, and they totally wanted me on the show, and then I got canceled, and they instantly shit themselves. And that went both ways. Like I was speaking to Patrick.
How long ago was that?
No, I was speaking to Patrick Bet David in the uprun to getting canceled. Got canceled. He said, "Don't care. We're doing it." Yeah. And I was like, "Whoa, gangster." Other people were like, "Oh, you got canceled," and shit themselves and pussied out, which also shows me a lot. I'm not going to say their names. I'm not going to call them out, but they know who they are, and I know who they are.
But what about Piers Morgan? You just did.
Piers is separate.
And by the way, I just want to say real quick that I think it's bullshit, and I thought you did really well in there.
They just argue. They interrupt.
Yeah.
I think the main thing with Logan too, when he took it too far, was what he said is that if other creators collab with them and give Tate a platform, like that's not okay.
Yeah, don't give Tate a platform. Don't make the Tate brothers more famous than the Paul brothers. He was a bit jealous, but he definitely got told to do what he was done.
What do you think about, like, I think you started maybe a domino effect because we saw Kanye just bought a private platform. You see that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Parler.
You think that's all a game where he acts out to kind of like follow?
Oh, you don't have to act out to move platform. I think that there is a lot of pressure behind the dam, and this is another thing I want to make public. I want to make clear to the world. I don't have beef with the social media companies. I don't have beef with Susan and YouTube. I don't have beef with Meta and Zuck. I don't give a fuck, right? I don't have personal beef with these people, and I'm not even mad at them for banning me.
Sure.
Right? But I do think, and like I said, I talk about things from a non-emotional standpoint, from a professional standpoint. I do think they made a mistake. And I'm not saying that because it's me. I'm not saying that because I want to get back on. I'm saying that because when you do something like they've done, like the mass cancellation of me, it's very, very important that you do not come across as tyrannical. You have to be seen to be fair and non-biased. And everyone for a long time knew that wasn't the case. And banning me added more fuel to the fire, added more pressure to the dam. The water behind the dam is these people are not fair. They control all the information. They're not non-biased. They're actually extremely biased. They're tyrannical. And what happens is when you have a lot of pressure behind a dam, it takes a very small crack for the whole thing to explode. The crack that was missing is someone to be canceled and become more successful than they were pre-cancellation. As soon as that happens, nobody's afraid anymore because nobody wants to deal with their bullshit anyway.
So where do you think
that's where they made a mistake.